Espresso gets negative criticism. Possibly on the grounds that it tastes so great. Things that taste great are quite often awful for us, right? There are some not exactly magnificent things that can be legitimately accused on our number one morning brew, similar to a sleeping disorder, butterflies, and indigestion. Yet, individuals will in general disregard the really unbelievable things that espresso accomplishes for us. Of the 150 million Americans who drink an aggregate 400 million cups of espresso every day, the majority of us just give it props for its brilliant flavor and its capacity to help us awaken and remain as such. Past the wonderful caffeine, nonetheless, a ton of parts in espresso are in reality working diligently in the background, profiting us in the most amazing manners. Improves your mood, as any evident espresso sweetheart can validate. There is simply something unique about that first mug of espresso toward the beginning of the day that makes everything directly with the world. Espresso improving one's temperament presumably seems like a duh. Yet there is in reality some science behind it. A concentrate from 2011 shows that moderate espresso utilization diminishes the danger of gloom in ladies, brings down the danger of self-destruction in men, and by and large sets you feeling better by going about as the most delectable upper on earth. It isn't only your creative mind if that steaming cup of morning espresso makes you perceptibly less fractious. It has really been demonstrated to decidedly improve your disposition by boosting serotonin, noradrenaline, and dopamine creation. Increments mental acuity and brain health. The impacts that espresso has on the cerebrum don't stop with setting you feeling better. Espresso can likewise do wonders for long-haul memory. Studies show that an increase in caffeine before a requesting errand can build handling and memory maintenance. It additionally assists with center, response times, and reasoning. 2. The uplifting news doesn't quit there. According to the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, drinking at any rate 3 cups of espresso daily could fight off Alzheimer's illness. In the event that you have not presented yourself with another cup yet, consider that espresso additionally focuses on the piece of the cerebrum influenced by Parkinson's illness, decreasing the danger of the issue by 25% in men and somewhat less than that in ladies. Assists with forestalling diabetes. Espresso consumers can take comfort in realizing that their Java enslavement might be assisting them with keeping diabetes under control. That delectable cup of joe focuses on your insulin in the background by expanding adiponectin, one of the numerous things that assists with managing glucose and insulin levels. Pair this with magnesium and cell reinforcements, and that basic cup of prepared beans turns into an amazing sickness-battling mix of wonder. The impacts are impermanent, obviously. So it just bodes well that the individuals who drink more espresso are better protected. These rules don't matter for individuals who as of now have diabetes. In those cases, glucose levels from an affectability to espresso can change from individual to individual. Check with your primary care physician before you roll out any improvements to your eating routine. Espresso and your heart. Individuals have since quite a while ago believed espresso to be awful for the heart, however late examinations have exposed these misguided judgments. There has all the earmarks of being no connection between expanded danger of coronary illness and espresso. Despite what might be expected, a rising proof recommends that espresso is in reality useful for the heart. Overall, espresso has been demonstrated to be an amazing partner concerning cardiovascular well-being. Albeit the impacts are more grounded in ladies, moderate espresso utilization has demonstrated to somewhat diminish coronary failure hazard for both genders. If you truly love espresso, here is some far better information. 3 to 5 cups of espresso daily can essentially lessen your danger of having a stroke. That is quite a touch of espresso, things being what they are. As though this was not large enough news as of now, Java additionally assists with diminishing the danger of congestive cardiovascular breakdown and coronary illness. Secures your liver in the event that you are the sort who likes to get back home following a long, hard day and have a brew or two or too much. Here is some uplifting news for you. Espresso drinking can help save the liver you figured school may have destroyed. Java lessens the degrees of proteins that show liver harm and attempts to fend off liver malignant growth and cirrhosis. 2 cups a day can decrease the danger of hospitalization and mortality from liver sickness by 50%. This is huge. Cafestal and carwale are the two substances in espresso that are answerable for this possibly life-saving perk. Like anything, the outcomes will differ from individual to individual, so don't go reasoning that this is full power to go on an epic gorge finished off with a cup of joe. For ideal outcomes, espresso utilization should be a way of life and not a speedy fix. Coffee has additionally been appeared to diminish the danger of liver malignancy. 3 or 4 cups a day may diminish the danger by 38% and 41%, separately. It's good for your eyes. Step aside, carrots. There is another major part around with regards to improving eyesight. For every individual who is tired of being advised to eat carrots since they are useful for your eyes, this one is for you. Researchers are finding that espresso is really stunning for your vision. Espresso contains chlorogenic corrosive, CLA, an incredible cell reinforcement appeared to keep vision disintegration from retinal damage. People will in general fail to remember that espresso has many different properties other than caffeine, and CLA is one of them. With crude espresso containing 7 to 9% CLA versus 1% caffeine, CLA is certainly the greater player on the field here. Despite the fact that CLA is ending up being an incredible partner in retinal well-being, there are as yet numerous unknowns. Who knows? This could prompt CLA as eye drops one day for ideal impact. Battles cancer. Late investigations show that the cell reinforcements in espresso diminish the danger of certain malignancies. Even better, apparently the more you drink, the better ensured you are. This implies that at least 4 cups per day of your number 1 blend might actually save your well-being and save your life. A portion of the malignancies from which espresso assists with protecting you incorporate oral, uterine, prostate, and mind tumors, and this is just a modest bunch of them. The Journal of the National Cancer Institute found that espresso consumers were less in danger for melanomas. As distributed in the Experimental Hematology and Oncology Diary, one examination found that caffeine controls certain proteins in cellular breakdown in the lung cells, which can keep these cells from developing and multiplying. According to other exploration, ladies who drink in any event 3 cups of espresso daily lower their danger of creating endometrial malignancy by 19% and encountering a repeat of bosom disease by 49%. Nonetheless, note that the bosom malignant growth patients were additionally taking the disease drug tamoxifen. Brings down risk of death. Require a moment to let this one hit home. Espresso may forestall demise. For some time anyway. Before you get excessively energized, espresso isn't really a wellspring of youth. However, it very well might be the nearest thing we need to it. David Furman, PhD, and counseling partner teacher at Stanford University, clarifies, in excess of 90% of all non-communicable sicknesses of maturing are related with constant inflammation. Why is this a serious deal to espresso consumers? Since utilization of espresso brings about lower movement in quality groups related with the provocative protein IL-1 beta. Long story short, inflammation is overly terrible, and drinking espresso decreases inflammation. This perk happens with decaf, as well. In an examination from the University of Southern California with more than 180,000 members, specialists found that drinking 3 cups of espresso daily decreased the danger of unexpected passing by 18%. Indeed, even 1 cup a day brought down the danger by 12%. Coffee may not assist you with living perpetually, however it might attach somewhat more time. Also making every day simply somewhat more pleasant.